We started this organization actually in probably 1997. I'll be happy to share my story with you at some point. I was a graduate student when I got the idea for the program, and it took about over 2 years to actually get the program up and running because it failed several times. It failed at least 3 or 4 times. And it was a story of tears and wanting to quit and so forth, but in the end, somehow we persisted and we ended up with a pilot program of 8 students in 2000, and it was an amazing program. But I think actually the failure made it a better program because it was actually designed only for students from Denver University, which is where I did my undergraduate. And I think if it would have been the simple, easy path, A to B, then it would have been a very different program and you probably wouldn't be here today. So kind of my opening speech to you, I guess, is that failure is painful but wonderful in the end, and it leads to kind of a different direction and a more creative direction, and I think it makes you think about what you're trying to accomplish in different ways, and in the end you reach a better end. So I want to welcome you. For me, this program is particularly important because I've always felt the need to develop women in leadership. This environment I'm really excited for. I'm looking forward to our conversations to see what we can learn from each other and how we can work together, because that is definitely things we need. For strong female leaders, we need to develop more networks and we need to develop more mentors. So that's what I want all of us to accomplish, is leadership on a personal level, but then what can we do with this leadership? How can we help to take what we've learned and to offer it to our communities, to offer it to other female leaders, so that maybe in 5 years or in 10 years you come back here in some type of mentoring capacity and help to keep this going. So again, I'm excited for everyone to be here. I love the fact that we've got people from these very faraway places that have come together to share their knowledge. And again, I'm very, very excited to be here. I look forward at any time to having coffee or whatever with each of you, talking, getting to know you a little bit better. But I want to first introduce the amazing team. These programs absolutely cannot be put together if it wasn't for the talent that we have with our diverse team. So I want to introduce Mónica first from the University of Monterrey. So the University of Monterrey is our academic partner for our program. They have an amazing leadership program. I encourage all of you to consider visiting Monterrey at some point. They have an amazing outdoor leadership facility, and the experiential leadership component is really what they specialize in. But I'll let Mónica tell you a little bit about herself.
Hi everyone, good morning. So, my name is Mónica. I work at the University of Monterrey in the Student Leadership Center in the Development Leadership Coordination. So we have many different programs, like 1 semester program, 1 week, 1 year program. And in those programs we have our partnership with the Leadership Exchange Institute. So I'm very happy to be here. This is my 4th program here in Panama. So we start this, trying to get this program to Monterrey, Mexico, but for the situations in life, we ended here in Panama with a 2-week program with 14 students. So this started like very fast, and we have 4 programs by now and many, many more to come. So thank you for being here. I think you will love Panama. For those who is your first time in Latin America, you will love Latin America, and I'm here for you. Thank you.
And so Mónica is also the co-instructor. So the 2 of us are the professors for the class. And do you want to tell a little bit about your, I guess, your academic interests?
Yeah. Well, I studied education for my undergrad, and I'm almost done with grad school, and I'm studying social science and oriented to sustainable development. So I'm working on my thesis, which I need to return like in 2 weeks, but yeah. But yeah, and I've been working with leadership, and I have experience in rural communities and like community development. So, and that's what I'm doing now.
other person from the University of Monterrey, and I will take over camera duties. So this is Grace. So Grace is actually a good example of how addictive GLP can be, because this will be your third program, correct?
So, well, I'm Grace. I'm 23. This is my third program in GLP. The first one was this program like 1 year ago. Then I went to Prague. I needed to go to Prague. And, well, I really love GLP. This has taught me a lot of things that I didn't know before. And I have had some experiences in leadership, but this is like a life-changing experience. It is. And, well, it's normal that everyone, like you can hear everyone say it, but when you live it and you believe it, then it's like, I mean, you know it, and you will need to continue doing this. And, well, as an example of how good this program can be, after taking it last year, I was so extremely inspired in women development, so I decided to write my thesis on women, well, violence against women in Mexico, and I had this whole semester of research and like very deep, investigation about violence against women in Mexico. And at the end, I was so addicted to it that I got like the honors and excellence of my project, and I got 100. So it was like, yeah, like that big. Okay. The point here is that if you really love this and you're here for a reason, like you were all interested and you were all like working to get this and to be here, then you should take as much as you can from the program, and you will love it. I'm sure of it. Okay. So that's me, and I'm looking forward to get to know everyone here.
Woo! Great. And then I want to introduce Brittany. So Brittany has recently graduated and received her degree from Indiana State University. And she has joined our team to help us with development work, to outreach to different universities. So this is actually her first program that she's attending. So we've thrown her into the mix.
Hi, my name is Brittany Faulkner. I'm also one of the staff members, as Heather explained. But more like many of you, this is my first time in any form of a GLP. So these are all seasoned veterans, creators, things like that. So I'll kind of be going through similar experiences with all of you. As Heather said, I just completed I actually have 2 degrees in business management and then liberal studies with concentrations in global organizational consulting. And so what I'm primarily doing is networking with U.S. universities and colleges to help develop relationships so that we can have more wonderful ladies like you attend our programs and hopefully expand into further locations. And so I've had a number of study abroad experiences, sort of maybe more traditional ones, and I've also had an international internship that centered around entrepreneurship and diversity like this program. However, the best way I explain it to some of my friends and colleagues and such is that it's kind of a hybrid of those experiences. And so for many of you, I'm sure you'll find opportunities that kind of follow that traditional route, but I think that this program offers a very unique element in combining all of those elements. And as Grace explained, and I'm finding it's kind of the standard, many of our students, and even obviously Devin, she's been on our program before as well, love it so much as they come back. So I'm excited to be a part of the team, and if you need anything, let me know, and if I don't know, I'll find out. I hope you all have a great time.
Thank you. And then the last member is obviously Virginia, and you have had many correspondences, hopefully, with Virginia. She is just typical Virginia, running throughout the city. She's done amazing things. She actually has created her own foundation here, so I encourage you to talk with her about it. She works with women in rural communities. She's done amazing work, and she's actually done some projects with past GLP participants who live in different countries. So she's a good example as well of being able to utilize your connections. She did a kind of information gathering project this past September with one of our participants from the Czech Republic and one from the U.S. So it was great. She's originally from Colombia, so it was great to see these networks coming together and creating something in the communities. She'll be here in just a bit, and you'll get a chance to talk with her. Again, the staff is here for you. We want to get to know you. Come talk to us with any questions, but we want to really welcome you. I know from last night it was oh my gosh, what are people's names? How are we going to do this? So we're going to do a couple of activities this morning. The first one's a pretty standard one, so we're just going to have each of you stand up and just give us a 30-second introduction. So just who are you, where are you from, perhaps your major or your academic interest. So we will start in the back. So again, we'll just have you stand up and introduce.